Hello and welcome back to Would You Rather? I'm your host, davidinark, and today we're answering life's most pressing questions, like this one. Would you rather have no eyebrows or have a unibrow? Well, there we go. We are starting off with the question that is going to change lives everywhere. All right. So, seriously, which one would I rather have? Frankly, I think I'd rather have the unibrow. I can't see down below the way this is set up, so I don't know if you're allowed to shave it, not allowed to shave it. I'm going to go with that I could at least shave it and trim it up a little bit. So even if I had a unibrow, I could at least make it look like I had two. So I'm going with unibrow. It's a pretty close split. That's 51-49. We'll take it. That's all good, man. Let me know. How about you? Would you rather have a unibrow or no eyebrow? Leave that down in the comments section below. And would you rather kill someone you hate and get caught or kill someone you love and never get caught? Why do we have to kill anybody? Why are these a thing? I know, because it's a thing. So, um, I guess if I had to pick one, I would rather it be. I mean, I can't think of anybody that I hate at all. I just that's not in my nature. That's not who I am. That's not how I am. So let's assume that there is someone that would be on that list. I would much rather do it for someone that I hated and get caught for it. I mean, if I commit the crime, I got to be able to do the time. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. Wow, 82% of respondents feel the same way. That's awesome, man. Okay. Let's see what else we'd rather do. Would you rather be infertile or have a child that passes away before the age of 5? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Infertile or faint. Well, excuse me. Infertile or fatal. Um, I have to tell you, I'm having two kids of my own, and I can't imagine what it would be like to lose one of them. Um, and I know people personally who have lost their children for various reasons. And for me anyway, I would much rather, well, I don't know. Part of me says I would much rather be infertile and just not even have that be an issue. But no matter how young a child is taken away, the fact that that child was a part of that person's life, a part of my life, if it was my child, or um, I don't know. I don't think I would want to miss that, even if it ended short. Man, this ended up being way deeper than I had anticipated. I think I would rather have a child that passed away before 5 than not have the child at all. For some reason, that just feels wrong. It feels like the wrong answer, and I know there's no right or wrong per se, but still, I think I'm going to go with this. And wow, most people would rather be infertile, and I totally get that. I mean, even clicking on it, I struggled with the rationalization that I was, facing trying to answer that question. I don't know, because I've got two kids. Um, even that short while of having the child changes your life forever. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to keep going. All right, here we go. Would you rather live alone on a tropical island or live with other people in Antarctica? Um, we've talked about similar situations before, on in either or, would you rather, and that is that I am very, very, what they call down here in the South, hot natured, meaning that I get hot very, very easily, very, very quickly. And believe me, being in the South in the United States, here as I'm recording this. This is late May. It's getting into June. It is hot. It is humid. It's nasty. But here's the thing I always say. When it comes to being too hot or too cold, you know, if you're too cold, you can always put on more clothing. If you get too hot, there's only so much clothing before, you just don't want to even go that direction. So between the two, I would actually rather live in Antarctica than on a tropical island, period, whether or not anybody else was there. So I'm going with Antarctica, and there's a small majority that agrees with me. They're like, now, my guess is they're probably going for the other people aspect. I'm going for the cold. So there you go. I'm a crazy person. All right. Would you rather lick a public bathroom floor or lick a public bathroom stall handle? I think we may have had this one at some point in the past. Never, not once ever would I ever want to lick the bathroom floor. No, thank you. I'll just lick the stall handle and call it good. And I'm just going to go with that one. 60-40 split. And yeah, I mean, why are people picking the floor? What on earth would possess you to choose the floor over just the handle? I don't know. But anyway, not happening. All right. Would you rather get punched in the mouth with a mouthful of razor blades or get punched in the mouth with a mouthful of needles? Whoa. Neither one of these is going to be fun. First of all, I don't even know how you'd get a mouthful of either of those. I'm just trying to envision having a mouthful of razor blades and somebody punching you in the mouth. Or if you had a mouthful of needles and they punched you. For some reason, I think the razor blades would do way more damage and be way more painful. But the thought of swallowing any of it is frightening. I think I'm going to go with needles. I don't know. And I haven't been asking, but any of these, please chime in. I love to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know what your thoughts are. Give me your feedback on what you think and how you feel about a particular choice. I'm going to go with a mouthful of needles. Once again, 60-40 splits. We're rocking the 60-40s. Okay, would you rather lead a boring life from here forward or be reborn with all of your memories into a baby of the opposite sex? What? Okay. Wow. These are essentially not even related, which a lot of the would you rathers aren't related. But wow. I think I would rather. Would I want to lead a boring life from here forward? Now, I have to tell you, no. I would rather be reborn as whatever. I mean, this could have said be reborn as I don't know, a monkey or a banana or whatever. I don't really care. I would not want to leave a boring life. I have way too many cool things that I participate in. I've got too many fun things that we do as a family. There's just, I mean, I'm doing edutech, guys. There's all kinds of cool stuff. There's no way I would want to lead a boring life. So, you know what? I would take that. And wow, the majority of folks, major majority of folks, would rather be reborn with all your memories into a baby of the opposite sex. That's what I'm talking about. And here's the kicker. If you have all the memories, and except now you're the opposite sex, then you know way more than anybody else who is who is either sex, because you've got all the memories of being, in my case, I would have all the memories of being a guy and everything that went with that. But except now I would be in a female body, but knowing all of that information. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be kind of cool, actually. All right. Would you rather only be able to laugh at violently racist jokes or only be able to laugh at intricate Star Trek jokes? And again, we may have had this one before, but I will tell you right now, I am going with the intricate Star Trek jokes. I would laugh at those whether I got them or not, because I do not like violently racist jokes. That's just not me. To me, a lot of that is not funny at all. Um, and especially if you have a particular race making fun of their own race. I don't get that. And a lot of comedians do that. You know, you have white people making fun of white people, you have black people making fun of black people, you have Asian folks making fun of Asians. You know, and I realize a lot of the jokes are based on stereotypes, and they're not necessarily violently racist jokes, but there are some comedians who that's exactly what they specialize in, and that's just not my kind of thing. I know it appeals to a whole lot of people, and more power to you if you enjoy those. Like, you know, or maybe not more power to you, but you know, that's what you enjoy. That's what you enjoy. I just don't. So I'm going with the intricate Star Trek jokes, which I can't say for the life of me. But the majority of folks would rather go racist. Okay, welcome to America. Would you rather be Cinderella or Ariel? All right. Ariel, that's the one under the sea and all that stuff. However, she does end up being human. So, really, when it's all said and done, I'm going to go with, well, I mean, you know, it's a Disney thing. So they live happily ever after. They find their soulmate or whatever. Honestly, I think it's a 50-50 split. So I'll go with Ariel because, I don't know, after she becomes human, can she go back underwater? I can't remember. I don't know. I'll be Ariel. Why not? All right. Most folks pick Ariel. Who knows why? I have no idea. All right. This is going to be the last one of the evening or of the day here. Would you rather have your elbow joints facing the opposite direction? Ow. Or have your knees facing backwards? Okay. From a practical standpoint, if my elbows were bent the opposite direction, I think it would be much harder. Because think about that. Like your elbows, right, they only go so far, right? So if that was inverted, you'd be much more limited. Versus if your knees faced backwards, it would be, to us, it would be weird to try to learn how to walk. But essentially, you would just have to, from our current mentality, you would just be learning to walk backwards as your normal way of walking forwards. I think I would rather have my knees face backwards than have my elbow joints facing the opposite direction, because I don't see how you could do a lot of the things. I mean, a lot of the things we do is because our elbows bend the way they do. So if it was the opposite, you couldn't do a lot of things. I'm not even sure you could eat like that, but I'm going to go with my knees. And most folks would rather have their elbow joints. Obviously, people have either got that figured out or they're not thinking about it as deeply as I am, which is probably pretty much the case. But there you go. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? What are your feelings about the different things that we talked about today? Would you rather? Let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time on Would You Rather.